there's vegan for, well, I guess we could get into that. Vegan versus plant-based.
Yeah, that's a
That's
great topic because plant-based is huge right now. It is it's blown up. I mean, you went vegan way before I did, but even when I went vegan, it still wasn't as common as it is now. And so many people are plant-based now, but there is a difference between plant-based and veganism. Veganism is an ethical movement for the animals. So, I think it's kind of like you can be plant-based, but that may not necessarily mean that you're vegan. But you can't be vegan without being plant-based because plant-based, you're kind of like it's like this wishy-washy. I don't want to make it sound like, people aren't committed or anything like that, but it's just a little bit um I may have some fish sometimes or I may have an egg here once in a while, but mostly my diet is plant. It is plant-based with some animal products maybe scattered throughout here and there. But if you're vegan, like you're doing it for ethical reasons, so it doesn't matter to you if it's a holiday, your birthday, you're out of the country, you're traveling, you're not going to eat an animal. Um that's
so
the biggest
yeah,
distinction.
a easy way to think about it for me is people say have the saying vegan for the animals. So if you're
Mhm.
vegan, you're doing it for the animals, not necessarily yourself. There's not going to be any time where you're like, well, I'm not vegan today. That might be a lot of pressure for some people. But usually if you've come to this decision because you value animal lives and you value spreading kindness instead of pain and torture, you're going to go towards that vegan route. But plant-based, maybe it's just a solely a health thing. You don't want to have cancer. You want to lower your HD or your LDL, your bad cholesterol, raise your HDL, things like that. You could be plant-based without any ethical consideration behind it. Maybe you're plant-based, but you still love to trophy hunt and still go shoot animals and take their heads back home and put them on your wall. Um, that's one option. So another thing, like a plant-based person might, again, for their health, be plant-based, but then wear leather products, whereas a vegan would not at least purchase directly a leather belt or something like that. I feel like there is a lot of gray area. I purchased a 2005 Honda Accord and it had leather seats. It was used. So it wasn't like directly supporting the cow leather manufacturer. And I feel like another thing we had spoke about off air is like what does vegan mean to us? And to me, it's about doing your best. I mean, we're not all perfect. We all make mistakes. I will admittedly probably kill some bugs on the way to the gym just walking and driving. It's gonna happen. My heart is in where I believe the right place, and so that's my decision for veganism. And whether or not you're vegan or plant-based, there's tons of resources out there. So what I've seen is a lot on Instagram. You could reach out to one of us directly if you need help with setting up a meal plan or something like that. I mean, I've been building my own meal plans since I was 13, so I've got a lot of experience. I know Brooks worked with like 500 people, so she's got a lot of experience there too. Yeah.
Yeah.